So, what's up? So basically, I want to show you how you can use Swiftlings. So, whoever doesn't know what is Swiftlings, let's get quickly run through. So basically, it's inspired by Rustlings, and Rustlings is a lot of broken Rust programs where you fix them step by step. You're getting hints like exercises, and you're improving and progressing exercise by exercise. So basically, Swift doesn't have this type of tool and library or anything like that. So I think Swiftlings will be a really great opportunity to learn Swift by beginners and even for someone who is experienced and just want to play with Swift and can fix quick exercises and they can improve. Uh, we have right now 88 exercises and 90 categories, and at the beginning we are starting from very simple like variables, types, simple operators, and at the end it's like a concurrency, generics, and really complex part of the Swift. So we can check right now how it works. I will close this thing right now, and I'll try to reset because I was trying to test things out right now. Let me open first intro. This is basically the first intro, and let's reset our state. Oh, yes. Let's run, and on the first message, it's my myself is covering this, but it's okay. So basically here you just get the tips how to use it. So each category has its own README file where you will see the everything and the links, resources, and everything you need to read before starting the exercises. So you need to before starting coding and fixing these tasks, you need to read the exercises. Read the README. I mean, because there will be official resources as well, and as well my written ideas how you can understand it better. Okay, let's start. So basically, you see on the first intro, you see it's just a welcome, and you can a hint is right now giving that this exercise compiled successfully, and this is just the intro. We can go move to the next exercise by typing the n keyword, and right now we have first first real exercise where you need to fix the print and make it to compile. So Swiftlings has two types of tests. So basically, whenever you save the file, it checks what type of exercise it is, and there is a two type. One is a compilable type, and one is functionality testing type, which you need to test functionality, not the builder or something. So whenever you will create change on a file, Swiftling will compile it. We'll check that it compiles well. If not, you will see in CLI that there is a compilation error, as right now we see it. And if this compiles, then if there is a test for that exercise, under the hood it is running that test and waiting for a logical success. So let's check. Right now I will open the intro tool.swift file, and I see here that it is using a print line, but there is no such kind of keyword in Swift. So there is a nice to do here that fixes lines. Swift doesn't have a print line function. Change print line to print to make it compile. So we will just change it to the print, and you don't need to know what is this type of things because Swift doesn't support on-the-fly testing. I mean, you need to create testing as a separate module, and you need to run it as separately So it just doesn't support that to run test for each file without any kind of module. Because of that, I have created my own testing framework. Not a lot, but it's like simple as that. We need to test the exercises. So basically that's all. As soon as you will save the file, because I'm using right now NeoVim, I will just use W to save, and as soon as I saved, the Swiftlings CLI got that, compiled it, and get the successful result. Right now you can move next. If you will try to move next without solving the current exercise, which currently CLI is looking for, you will get like a warning that you need to complete this first to move to the next. So we can simply see that there is a variables exercise where we are using var keyword. So let's see the actual exercise. And here we see that we have a let keyword here, and we are trying to, exercise is trying to mutate the x, but let is like a constant on a Swift, so you need to change it to the var. Simple. Let's move next. For example, right now let's change here, and right now we have same kind of thing. We are let, and we need to change it to the var. But for example, if I don't understand what I need to do, I'm beginner, for example, and it's kind of noisy here, we can use hint here, and we can get that the let keyword creates constants that cannot be changed. Use var for the values that need to change. It's very simple. It does not need any kind of official document. So I don't know, maybe some hints or some exercises need to be improved, but that's why I'm going to open source it to like get contributions and make it better. So it's kind of simple. Let's change apples to var, and let's save it, and we got it. So we can move on. Then this is still about variables. It's like I think the last. So we have a p. We know p is like constant. If, for example, you see the hint, you will get that I need to use let, because p is some kind of a mathematical number which is always constant. So I need to change it to the let, and then that's all, I think. No? Okay, what is... radius is also let, so let's change it to the var, and that's all. We can move next. And now we are going to the like types. Yeah, types are teaching you what kind of type system Swift is using, and Swift is strongly typed language. So, for example, this code will not compile right now. As I see it from a user perspective and a student perspective, I think the lot of comments just make these kind of things noisy. And I don't know, maybe we can improve it, because it's like a very early version of the Swiftlings. So basically we can improve exercises a lot. But right now I need to like release the first version and run it as soon as possible before my vacation to maybe I will get some kind of issues when I will come back, or like a PRs to improve. So right now we will change this to the string, and this to the int, and this to the double. Then we will save it, and we are okay to go. So there will be like a types, and it's a lot of categories. We are right now on the first category, which is basics. I will not continue fixing all of the exercises, because I just wanted to show you just how it works. I will show you categories, because I think it's interesting. If you will go to the exercises, you will see all of these kind of categories, and each of these categories we have exercises. For example, if we will go to the closures, let's go to the closures, we will see there is like a 4 category with each own readme. Let's check, for example, and let's check readme. So basically here we can see the basic functionality and explaining what are closures by default in Swift, how capturing works, what is escaping closures, what is after closure, and what are trailing closures at all. I also like this type of documenting because I put here like official documents and as well the Swift evolution proposal from an official Swift repository. So student will anybody will get the idea of why this feature has added to the language, because proposals are for that. So for example, this is a multiple trailing closures proposal, so you can read why this was a thing for a language and what was the background or idea behind it. Down to that, there are what topics are covered. You can see that there's a closure basics, types, high order functions, function composition, querying, memorization, and you can use closures for advanced patterns like a DSL creation, result builders, capture links, and etc. etc. And so basically in this readme file you will just go through and just have a basic understanding what this is at all. So after that you will have this kind of understanding. You can go back and try, for example, closures 1 Swift, and here you can see that we have a lot of exercises. Each has its own to do. So right now you have a syntax error in the first exercise, where you need to add closures, and you just have a syntax error, because if you know Swift, you know that this is not very correct. Down, it's same. First of all, it teaches you the syntax, and then it goes to the little bit harder things. For example, you need to call the perform operation with trailing closure, and you need to use trailing closure. And right now it's not using trailing closure, so you need to use it. And in the second example, it's vice versa. You need to use shorthand closure, and it's a trailing is by default. So basically, that's how it's structured right now. I think that it's perfect. I think there's a lot of place for improvements, but I think this project will be a big part of the community right now, because it really helps a lot of new devs, and even more with experienced devs who just want to participate and practice and try the Swift. So that was all. I think you have grown basic understanding what we are doing right here. So thank you, and see you in issues, and maybe you have some idea and open the pull request for me. So